Hello and welcome to the Tall Palms Classic. The first round always has so many opportunities for the players to get their tournaments off to a bright start. Hello, I'm Luke Elvey. Alongside me for the call is John McCarthy. And John, getting off to a good start is paramount. How do the players have to play this opening hole?
Well, Arizona Azure starts off with a pretty hefty par 3. We have a bunker protecting the front right of this green, and we also have a bunker to the back left. So hopefully people can get their tee shots close on this one.
Thanks, John. It all sets up to be a fabulous day.
This one's about 2 feet from the cup. And starting the round off at even par. And now let's see what this second hole has in store. Well, I don't think this is going to be a happy ending, folks. Now let's see what happens out of this fairway bunker. And I don't think that was the cleanest of swings. And can't be too pleased with that one as it goes back into the bunker. And this putt is needed to save par. And that putt will drop. And after that one, he'll stay at even par. And now let's move to the third hole. And a promising looking shot here. Okay, about 185 yards to the pin. And that looks like a 5-iron. Well, that approach shot's not going to be on anyone's highlight reel, I don't think. I'm pretty sure the wind was the culprit there. And this putt is for birdie. And the putt will drop. Currently sitting at 1 under for the day. The next hole we have before us is a par 3. Let's see what happens. Yeah, it looks like a 5-iron. This one's looking good, folks. And about 5 feet to go here. for the birdie. And that will lead him to first place on the scoreboard. Okay, let's see what the fifth has in store today. It's looking like it's heading into the fairway. From here, 190 yards to the pin. Looks like the hybrid is on display here. And that will not be on the green. From 15 feet. Ooh, I thought that was going to go. And this for the bogey. Finishing this hole with a solid putt. And he's sticking to the same position he was at after that hole. And now the sixth hole. And I think he's going to like that. And about 185 yards to the pin. And here's the 6-iron. And missing the approach on that one. From here, it's about 11 feet to the cup. And folks, this is looking too good. And that putt drops for par. And he will fall out of first place after that. Okay, and let's see what the seventh has in store. I don't think he'll be too pleased with that shot. I think this one might be in the rough. And folks, this shot coming out of the rough. And this putt to save par. Oh, I thought that was going to go. This putt's looking to be about 2 feet. And that's going to put him up to even par. And he's currently tied for fourth up on the leaderboard. And next on the plate is the 8th hole. Well, pretty sure this is going to land in the fairway here. And I apologize. Looks like that shot actually ended up in the rough. He's got to be pleased with that. And this putt's for birdie. And finishing the hole with a solid putt. And with that, he finds himself tied for the top spot. And on to the 9th hole. And nothing wrong with that shot.
And this for the birdie.
And as he finishes up the front 9, Luke, he's found himself in a pretty good spot, if you ask me.
Oh, it's always great having the lead, John, but this player doesn't want to switch off because there's going to be a bunch of players wanting to come at them if they're trying to win the championship.
Thanks, Luke. We'll chat again at the 18th.
It appears to be heading for the fairway here. From here, about 230 yards to the pin.
And here's the 3-wood.
Well, you'll probably like that. And this one's for birdie. And this one's for par.
And folks, I think this shot's looking too good. And the par putt drops. And he's still at the top of the leaderboard after that one.
And moving on to the 11th hole.
Well, this is a close one. It could end up in the fairway. And that shot is back into the fairway, and that green is definitely in play.
And about 6 feet to go here.
Ooh, inches away.
This putt is for the bogey.
And currently sitting at 1 under for the day.
Okay, moving on to the 12th.
This is heading towards the green.
"11 feet to the cup."
Oh my goodness.
And this putt is for par.
And after that one, he's still tied for first.
And now the 13th hole.
Well, this one's looking like it's in the fairway.
And about 250 from the pin.
And he's taking this through some brush here. Oh, and he's going through the branches here.
And to save the par.
And that one's right in the cup. And after that hole, 1 under for the day.
And setting up now on the 14th hole.
And it's looking like this is bound for the short stuff. And apologies to those folks at home. That shot actually ended up in the rough. I'm not sure he connected cleanly with that one.
And about 4 feet from the cup.
And the par putt will drop. And no change in his standings after that hole.
And moving on to the 15th hole. And about 155 yards out.
Going with the 8-iron. I think he'll be happy with that.
Setting up about 12 feet away. This one looks about 4 feet.
And that par putt will drop. And after that hole, 1 under for the day. And now setting up on the par 3. And I don't think this is going to end well, folks. Well, not a very great approach shot there.
And this to save the par.
This is looking quite good. And that putt's going to drop for par. And he's still tied for first place after that one.
And now setting up for the par 4.
Nothing wrong with that.
Okay, and from 150 yards out. From 28 feet out. And this putt is for par.
And no change ranking-wise after that hole.
And teeing off on this next hole, the wind could come into play. Let's find out.
And this shot's looking promising.
And about 230 yards to the pin.
And here's the 3-wood. And some unfortunate luck there on that approach shot. Just didn't have enough club. And just like that, par is very much back on the table on this hole. Ooh, that would have been good.
And this one's for the bogey.
And tapping it in to end this round with a bogey.
Well, on behalf of John, I'm Luke. Catch you again tomorrow. Hello and welcome to the Tall Palms Classic. I'm Luke Elvey, proud to be joined by John McCarthy in the booth, all set for day 2 action.
And thanks for the intro, Luke. Great to be back with you. What's happening?
Well, the game of golf gets me going every time, and today it's all lined up to be a beautiful day.
Thanks, Luke. We'll chat after 9 holes, see what's happening. This one's looking pretty good. This putt's for birdie. Oh, I thought that one was going to be in. This one's about 10 feet from the cup. Oh, that was close. And this putt is for bogey. And starting the day off at 1 over. And next up is a par 4, folks. And from 155 yards out. Looks like a 7-iron. And pretty sure he's going to like that. And about 17 feet to the cup. Ooh. And for the par. And 1 over for the day after that hole. And now teeing off on the par 5. Yeah, this is looking fairway bound. And it looks like that shot actually ended up in the rough. Well, this one's debatable. Could be rough, could be fairway. And sensing something was off on that swing. Look out, it's gonna get sandy. And just like that, that beauty of a shot out of the sand is putting par well within reach. And that putt drops on in for par. And +1 on the day after that hole. And now the 4th hole. Going with the 6-iron. I think you'll like that. And this for the birdie. This one's about 3 feet away. And a decent little putt there. And he's moving in the right direction, moving up on the leaderboard after that hole. And here we are on the 5th. Oh, this is a tough call. Could be rough, could be fairway. from 185 yards.
Going with the hybrid here. Ooh, looks like he's going through the branches here. Yeah, that's not what you want for your approach. Unfortunately, not enough club, I think.
And this one's a 9-footer.
And a good putt. And he will stay right where he is on the leaderboard after that hole.
And now setting up for the next par 4 hole.
Oh, this one's looking pretty good.
From about 185 yards.
I think that's a 5-iron. And not the best approach shot we've seen today. Just not enough club on that one.
And to save par.
Ooh, and it just misses.
This looks like around a 4-footer, I'd say.
That one's going to drop for bogey. And 2 over for the day after that hole.
And he's also currently tied for 8th place. And now setting up for the par 4 tee off.
And nicely done. Looking like we'll have some fairway here.
And about 210 to the pin from here.
And here's the 5 wood. Yeah, that's not very good as far as approach shots go.
And about 10 feet to go here.
Ooh.
And this putt is for bogey.
And now let's take a look at the leaderboard. And after that one, he has gone down in the standings.
And the 8th hole is next. Okay, and setting up here in the rough.
I think he'll like that.
It's about a 10-footer from here.
Ooh, it looked close. It just didn't go.
And for the par.
And as we look at the leaderboard today, the score to beat is currently 3 under par.
Okay, and on to the 9th. And this putt's for birdie. Ooh, that's too bad. And about 5 feet from the cup. And that one drops for par. Okay, Luke, 9 holes into our second round. What's on your mind? What are you seeing out there?
Our current leader is 3 under for the tournament, John.
Thanks, Luke. Now back to the action. Okay, and from 180 yards out. Going with the 5-iron here. All right, and he's on. About 11 feet from the cup here. And that one goes in for the bird. And after that hole, he is moving up on the leaderboard. Okay, now moving on to the 11th. And this one could be in the rough, but could not be. Let's find out. And if this putt drops, they can save par. And currently sitting at +2 for the day. And he's also tied for 9th on the leaderboard. And now teeing off on the par 3 hole. And I think he's going to like that. And this putt is for birdie. And about 4 feet from the cup. And a nice putt. Okay, and staying right there in 9th place after that hole. And the wind could come into play on this one. I know some others have had some issues. Let's see how this tee shot goes. This one's looking pretty good so far. And from here, about 235 yards to the pin. 3-wood in action here. And that's a pretty inspiring shot just there, hitting this par 5 green in 2 definite eagle possibilities. And this putt's about a 2-footer here. And he's moving on up on the leaderboard after that hole. And setting up now on the 14th tee. And I think this one's going to find the fairway. 135 yards to the pin. And going with the 9-iron.
Well, not a good approach shot there. I'm going to blame that on the wind. And this putt to save par. In third place on the leaderboard. And now teeing off on this par 4. Yeah, this one's a close call. This could be in the rough. Looking like 8 feet to the cup here. And that putt will drop for par. And after that hole, 1 over for the day. And he's tied for third place on the leaderboard. And setting up on the 16th tee. I think that's the hybrid. And this for the birdie. Ooh, just missing here. This is about a 4-footer. And that one drops for the bogey. And that hole is going to result in him moving down in the standings. And teeing off on this par 4. And the forecast calling for sand here, folks. And he's got to be happy with that. Okay, about 185 yards to the pin. And that looks like a 5-iron. And oh my, this is going towards the sand. "29 feet away. And this one is for the bogey. And currently sitting at +3 for the day after that hole. And he is also tied for 8th on the leaderboard. And as he tees off here on the final hole, he's 5 strokes off the lead. Not sure what's going to happen here. And I'm not quite sure here. It could end up in the fairway though. And from here, about 210 yards to the pin. That looks like the hybrid. And that approach is on with a lengthy putt coming up. Oh, that was so close. And tapping this one in to end the round with a par. And as his round comes to an end, nothing in particular blew me away by his performance, but curious as to your thoughts, Luke.
There were some positive signs through the first 36 holes, but if they want to catch the leader, they're going to really have to put their foot down over the weekend. Well, ladies and gentlemen, it's been an absolute pleasure.